A couple of weeks ago, Joe made a list of NES games on a budget. So if you had $150 in your budget, what NES games would you get? And I thought it'd be kind of cool to, make another list with games. I mean, there's so many NES games out there. So my list is going to be completely different from Joe's. I'm not saying Joe's is wrong because actually I looked at his list and every single one of those games is excellent. So I can't even razz on him. I can't even be like, that's a terrible game, Joe, because they're all good. And the ones that I'm choosing are all good as well. So let's go. First off, I'm going to choose Gunm Smoke. Michelle's Gunm Smoke. This game is totally awesome. It's a top-down shooter. You use A and B to shoot right and left, and you basically are just, in the old west. It's wonderful. Love this game. First few levels are pretty easy, but just like most shooters, it gets really hard near the end. $25 on that one. Next, we've got ice hockey. Totally love this game. Will occasionally play it to this day. My combination, because you could always choose this, it's 4-on-4 ice hockey with the goalie 5. And I would always choose 2 fats and 2 skinnies. Skinnies get the puck, pass to the fats, fats score, life is good. And this game here, so much fun. Next up, you got to have a beat 'em up. So Turtles to the arcade game. This game is super nostalgic. It's awesome. Love the mechanics, especially the jumping mechanic, the jump kick. So good. You can't go wrong with Turtles games for the most part, and this game does not disappoint. Next up, Pinball Quest, an excellent pinball game with RPG elements. Guys, if you haven't played Pinball Quest, you need to pick up this game and play it. Gotta have a Mario game in there, and I debated what I would do because Joe took Mario 3, so I'm going with part 2. And I gotta be honest with you, I kind of like, even though 3 is my preferred game, this one here might be the game I play more because I think I played it less growing up. But Mario 2, so awesome, so much fun. You got 4 characters you could play with. I mean, what can't be said about this game? Seriously excellent game. Next up, you gotta have a puzzle game, so I'm going with Tetris. Tetris is such a good game. It's like it's a puzzle game, and it's a game that you have to challenge yourself. And a few years ago, I really got into this, especially when I was at home during the pandemic. I would just go downstairs in my basement, plug this guy in. It was so awesome. Love this game to this day. Final game, awesome 2-player game, Jackal. This game's got cool music. It is so much fun. You can play with a buddy or by yourself. You're just, you're in a little Jeep and your Jeep updates as you go through. You get power-ups and you're basically just going through, saving prisoners, going through the jungle. Really fun game. So those are my games. Those are my picks if I had $150 to spend on NES games.